What up? So, just got home from flying at the Neffy show. This is the 1.7 FMS Mustang. Bobby Case flying this. Sick. Yeah, we had a great time. There's a lot of footage actually, not like really review style, but it's hard to do the review style at a show, but you get what you can get. I had a great time, and you know what? When you rarely get a fly, despite popular belief, like it was nice to just wear the tires out off the place. So awesome, right? I had 3 maidens that I did when I was there, and I know Bobby's only flown this 1.7 at either RV or off the track. So to have all the pavements and really stretch your legs, so fun. So I'll save a little bit more. There's more I can show you guys. I got so we'll do it like that. And pause. Yep, make you wait. You gotta wait for the real one, for the real deal. But I've got something I'll put together out of this stuff that I got from the show. We need to get out there and do like official review kind of stuff. But yeah, I want to talk about traveling light and keeping it tight. Went to Neffy and spent the night. I took 6 planes only. 3 of them were maidens. You guys can guess what those were. I'd like to report back to you what I thought about what I was flying and see what you guys think, or if you have any questions or whatever like that. Sounded like hard wheels. I mean, yes, they're hard, but I mean, that was butter kind of stuff, you know? easily changed. Most people won't get to know the difference. You know, I flew the big T-28. I mean, I've flown them before, but that particular one, the big T-28 I have now, was the first. No, that was Muncie, Indiana, AMA headquarters, low key style. I'm not going to Disney World to fly planes as a spectator. I'm just not. I'll go walk through one time, but that's the kind of place I'm not sure I don't even bring anything to. But yeah, so Bobby's got a big T-28, and I got one, and I've got this, the softer tires that E-flite makes for them. It made a difference, not huge, but I think it made a little difference. I wasn't annoyed by them like I used to be. I know that. Also, I think I can land better. I do have a Super Timber here tonight. If you guys are into it, I just got off the road, so it's been a long weekend. I just hopped out of the shower. I got a cup of coffee. Don't call me darling. I don't know if I'm going to Bigfoot, Paul. It's a big effort to do this stuff, man. I mean, it just depends about getting away or if I can make it be a work thing or whatever. I just don't know. I just don't know. But yeah, I want to talk about what we flew this weekend, man. So what did I bring? I heard someone ask. Can you hear the air conditioner? Because if you can, I'm going to turn it off. Oh, wow. Squirrel. You can't hear it? That's good. That's good. I still haven't done a roll call yet. We got 38 in here. If you're cool, you're here. If you give it a like and you watch the videos, you're cool. And thanks for coming. And thanks for waiting. Sometimes I have to get away and go get my hands on the sticks just to remember why y'all are here in the first place. And then I'm like, oh, yeah, that's why. And I'm not trying to sound any kind of way, but like, dude, we owned it, man. I mean, it doesn't matter what the wind was doing. Me and him just can deliver. Like, I was just having a blast landing my planes every kind of way. No flaps, half flaps, full flaps, dead stick, side slip, whatever. Because we actually have enough pavement that if you don't get it right the first time, and let's say you balloon or something, you're not going to run out of room and you can get it right the second time. You know what I mean? On the same attempt. I just had the best fun. Yeah, rage. So what did I bring with me? Carbon Z T-28 Maiden. Again, I've flown them before. FMS F-86 Maiden. We'll talk about it in a minute. Loved it. The Cessna from FMS Maiden. Had a great time with it. PC-21. I've been flying it, but it was awesome out there. And dude, we had crosswind most of the time. So everything that I mentioned, I easily saw it come in crab and just dial in for a landing this weekend. And then finally got to fly my Viper 90 again. Bobby had the spars. I gotta replace the landing gear though. Totally my fault. It was so windy. I like stall landed it one time and it plopped. That is my fault. And my E-flite 1.2 P-47, another run it the whole way down the runway on the mains. Just a blast. Bobby, he traveled light as well. So, I mean, I've been to that show where I've had 11 or 12 planes packed into a car. I'm like, not doing it. As many batteries as I have, man, we're topping them off all the time, and you're flying what's available. So I was bouncing back and forth between 6S packs and like 3200 4S packs really most of the time. Yeah, but man, 3 maidens, this awesome. So I want to talk about the Cessna tonight. I wish I had the Super Timber for the show. Some of the footage we got, guys, me and Bobby together, y'all, man, we missed it. We missed it. It was good to do that again, for sure. And, you know, man, the thing is with him and I, we've been to enough shows where we know there ought to be a camera on stuff. But he can't do it. When we're flying together, he can't film it and I can't film it. So I don't know. Someone's going to get paid next time and they're just going to run a camera because I'm tired of missing out on stuff. Because I want to get some wicked stuff at these shows, but I don't need to do a review with the techno babble. The links in the description. You want to know the KV of the motor and stuff? Come on. Someone else can tell you that, or it's in the book. I just want to have fun with it like I always used to. I'm tired of it. I just want to have fun with it. And I want to talk about the things that I might feel like I do best. For me anyway, you know, and I think part of why it's okay is because I can talk about it without it sounding like it's the only way to do it. I explain it like this is what works for me. Not that it's the right way or anything like that. But I think when you give something that's needs a little context, a little bit of language, you demystify it. And I'm talking about landings. I mean, every plane, I would love to just like, okay, this is the dead stick. This is the no flaps. This is the flaps. I talk to a lot of guys with like, oh, I don't know, where they don't feel like they have a lot of experience or something, so they're a little gun shy about flaps. And I get it. But what was interesting today and yesterday, landing my planes, I like flaps. So I was on purpose landing them without flaps just to see the difference. And I'm like, man, you guys are like, it's the newbie who doesn't want the flaps, but they're the ones who need it more. Because if you're gliding in on a dead stick or flying it in without flaps, you're moving a lot faster than necessary. No wonder you're beating the crap out of your stuff. Figure out flaps, land with the power, figure out the slope you need to work it out, and try to work it out. You know, I was doing these turns, these descending turns where I was like, there's not going to be I want it to be one action. It's a descending turn to flare, no settling in and whatever. Not, it is the deal. Like I just had the best time. My gosh, best time. I'm sorry, y'all. Like I'm missing the comments. Big Jim, yeah, yeah. I wasn't sure, so I ordered one, and then there's two. But yeah, dude. And then we were flying formation with the Trojans in enough of a crosswind that it was like we could fly like a kite, like holding still. And crossing the runway like short side, you know what I mean? Skinny. too cool. And everybody else that had a Trojan came up with us too a couple times. Just the best. Guys, landings is really one of my favorite things. Yeah, landings. I mean, it's like everybody's doing flight reviews. I've been doing them forever. Like, you guys are probably sick of them. Like, what do you even watch this stuff for anymore? The techno babble, the history, um, all that's cool. I really feel like I just so much come from the model itself. And that's just circumstance of where I'm at. Every time I put on a pair of scissors, I get my thumb stuck, you guys. It doesn't matter. 12S Carbon Z T28. My flaps, I gave it so much heck this weekend. I killed 2 flap servos. Man, I got to fix that, and I need landing gear on my Viper 90's been through it. Let the plane speak for itself. Seriously, just get me out there with it. That's it. That's all it's ever needed to be. And I've done a great job to complicate it as much as possible. You do sometimes get what you ask for, you guys. Make sure. Blast. Absolute blast. RC Fest is next weekend. It's a great time. You won't be flying there. You've been clicking the links, Paul, or what? You've been buying them at swap meets. I ain't mad at you. 1.7 Super Cub. That's a good plane. But at 1.7, Super Timber. Air-filled tires, articulated action, super handy breakaway wings. Come on. I got these 2 little dudes too. Little tiny Hobby Zone X Cub and the Mustang. Super Timber is amazing. I bet it is. I'm so upset. What's 279, Paul? I mean, you wonder why a guy gets surly. I'll tell you sometime. Snow River, Brian Chambers, Jeff from Lower Alabama, Dan Zimmerman. Hey, I missed, I was busy. How was the game show today? Did David yourself go on? I hear he's having a heck of a time on his show, like good time on his show, like good production and all kinds of stuff. You guys should check that out. Let him warm it up for you guys on Sunday nights. We got rained out like crazy, and then Bobby had a job come up, and we waited through a day of rain for this morning, and then couldn't take advantage of this morning. Like, that's okay though, because I got home early. But I got some decent stuff. I've been looking forward to going a month. It's my hometown anyway. And it's so low key. Looking for a partner. What are you talking about? Doughboy, what up? Anybody I missed? Sorry. Looking for a B1B. You like them used things. I have my hands on a B1B. I flew. It rained there a little bit this morning. Not bad, but our plans got shot, so weren't able to take advantage of it. But it rained all day yesterday after like 2 o'clock. What's up, Axel? Still waiting. Tiger Shark. Yeah, I was looking forward to getting there for the pavement, and this had a blast. Had a blast. Barry Campbell, what's going on? Production partner for the Tiger Shark. What's the Tiger Shark? Does it exist? F20. I mean, it looks like an F5, right? So, Chabot, happy Sunday. Yeah, F5. F5, F20. What's the difference? One's got one engine, one's got two. The Super Timber is 279 FMS. How do they have one? They don't have a Super Timber, dude. What's up, Dylan? Flap, yeah, dude. After landing, I said, I usually go with flaps no matter what the wind is doing because I like them. Once you figure out that you got to stay in the power some and all, it's not bad. But like I was landing like without flaps on everything, um, and I'm like, golly, no wonder newbies are beating stuff up if coming in that fast. The PA18 is not a super timber. It's just a 1.7 cup. Is that what you mean? I don't think. I mean, it's a good plane, but it's not going to come apart as slick. But yeah, I mean, it's a little cheaper, I suppose. Go to pilotryanmedia.com. Whatever you decide, do me a favor. You know what I mean? We who do this definitely are, like committed. It's been a long time. Committed. So yeah, yeah, that's a Michigan, and I did the leaf spring conversion on it. I actually did it on a live stream, and the FJ40s up there, the Willys Jeeps up there, a couple Traxxas, Axial, Vanquish, Builder's Kit. There's some stuff behind me too, or need to be committed. Yeah, David didn't mind the wind in Muncie this weekend. Still fun time. Looking forward to national fun flight into this month. Yeah, it's funny that they did that. They started their own thing that's almost the exact same name, but Neffy really gets no love in the way of promotion. Yeah, see, Shabu landed his F-22 without flaps, cost him $80 in replacement parts when I ran long into the grass and ripped off the nose gear in one main. Yeah. F-20 Tiger Shark, yeah. Looks like an F5. Somebody making one or trying to make one? It better be big. The 80 is so little and fast. Jets are great to be fast, but the bigger flies better thing? Like, it's okay to let somebody, like, I feel like if you can design slower jets, more people can do jets. And if they want to go fast, they can figure that out. Or, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, obviously, we already know the Trojan flew amazing, um, like they do. Really enjoyed it. I've got to replace a couple flap servos. I gave it hell though, and um, and actually, that plane is so nice that with only one flap fully deflected, I was still all right. You know what I mean? Still okay. Anyway, so that, and then the Cessna 182 from FMS flies like a Cessna. It's only a little bit um, different because of the way the fuselage comes together, right? The way the fuselage comes together aft changes the weight profile to me of the plane a little bit. And because of that, I did not want to fly anything. What's up, BD? Great work on your videos, man. Yeah, great stuff. Thanks for doing that. What's up, Chef? Chef. So, yeah, weight profile on the Cessna 182, 1.5, 59-inch wingspan, right? So I didn't want to fly it with less than 3,200 4S packs, to be honest. And I think it's just really attributed to the way the fuse goes together in the back and the extra mass that there is for that with the carbon fiber, the extra foam doubled up, things like that. Um, you know, it flew a little bit different because of that, but I loved it. And the landing gear amazing. Um, and for being like hard wheels and real rigid kind of landing gear, it didn't. It'd be better with softer tires, but it didn't annoy me to death. It was actually really fun to fly the Cessna, and I thought it would be. Um, but I gotta reiterate, like truthfully, I wish the wings and the tail screwed on instead of. If you're gonna have a quick connect, it's got to be functional. It's got to function easily, because that's the whole intention behind those little gadgets existing to make it. I couldn't take the wing. I remember, y'all, I couldn't hardly get the wing on. I tried to take it off to pack it to go to Muncie. I couldn't get him, and I wasn't going to break it trying to get him on a new plane that hadn't flown yet. So, love the Cessna 182 from FMS. I'm not going to be taking the wing off. Yeah, the front wheel did. That suspension strut, I think it was great. It was fine. And another one of our buddies was there flying the 1.8 FMS Ranger that doesn't have a weird fuselage, doesn't have a goofy wing connection, does have a hardpoint wiring harness, though, suspension nose strut. 1.8 means it's what? What is 1.8 like? I know a bunch of these by heart. 1.7 is 67. 1.8 must be 70, 71 inches or something, right? The only thing I don't like about the 1800 Ranger is the paint scheme, but flying it, big 4S 1.8, pretty good. Pretty good. Nice. They will loosen with use. Yeah, but Azir, honestly, 4 screws would have been fine. Yes or no? I'm tickled that it's a multi-port harness and not a bunch of wires. So, by the way, you guys that don't want to pony up whatever it costs to get the quick connects for your big Carbon Z Trojan, you lose screws, you put them back in the thing. You put it back in the wing or where they go to. I can't stand those connectors. because they don't work. They got to work, man. They got to work. Yeah, that's cool. I get it, and you're cool for you to have worked it out. But like, yeah, thumb screws would be fine, even. Uh, but dude, so much of our stuff has 2 millimeter hexes. Let's do that. Jay Woody, what do you like less, the wing connectors or helis? Yep. Uh, I always put my screws back in the thing. Like my Carbon Z T28, the plastic wing joiners and the screws are screwed in. Um, yeah. And the screws, I took the horizontal off. The screws are in the horizontal because that's where they go. My Viper 90, the screw. Guess what? I hadn't flown the Viper 90 in forever. The spars were in California. Guess where the screws were? Right there in the fuse. You either screw them into the wing or you screw them into the fuse. Wherever the threading is for the thing, they'll stay. They'll stay. But here's how I worked out the big Carbon ZT28 without buying the things, because I wanted to buy the things, but I can't just buy a bunch of superfluous things. Despite popular belief, you know, being millionaire hobby shop former owners and stuff. When I took it to Muncie, I was in a hurry to pack it. And I'm like, I wish I had those connectors, but if I leave the wing together, just unplug 3 connections from the receiver, flaps, ailerons, right? And um, 1 landing gear, 3 connections, and you got the whole wing off of the Carbon Z T28. On the way home, I decided I don't want to leave the wing in one piece. So I did the same thing. I just unplugged 3 connections. Fuse comes right off, wings there. And then I'm like, I'm going to split the wing up this time. Leave the Y connectors on 1/2 of the wing. It's like 3 connect. It's really not that uh, big a deal. I used to think it was. Like, I'm not worried about buying those damn things anymore because it's not that bad if you just be smart about it. Yeah, right, Jeff. Yeah, put them in deep. Yeah, you can set them all the way, or put them in a pill box or whatever it takes. I've stuck them literally in the foam, inside the battery compartment, or put them in a Ziploc bag and strapped them down with the battery strap. All I'm saying, the thing is, I would rather have screws on the 182 than what they gave us. Love the plane. I'm just being real because I'm tired of it. I can't act like everything is hunky dory, dude. I can't. Uh, the F-86, amazing, amazing. And I thought the wheels were gonna feel hard to me and rattly on the pavement. Dude, that thing when it landed, it was so quiet. And I think part of it's the bearings. So there's no rattling. It's just like so, even though the wheels are hard, there is suspension there and their bearings. And it reminded me of landing my HSD stuff. Had suspension, had hard wheels, but had brakes. I didn't have brakes. By the way, the flaps and the speed brakes together on the F86, half flap, full flap, didn't matter. Amazing. I've got one clip. I had it worked out where I could land it on the mains and do wheelies for a while. You know what I mean? Bobby got a good one too, and I might be able to show it to you. The sickest slow-mo, land it on the mains, keep it off, and drive a while before you take off again with the F86. The F86 was killer. Absolutely killer. Bobby got a rip on it. I got a little bit of content, but no full review stuff, but I did get some stuff. And I'll try to find it in a minute. 2 plugs on the Carbon Z and you're in the air. Yeah, that's cool. But 3, if it saves me $50, doesn't make me mad. Dude, they both quit the bet on me. And Eddie, I gave it the business though, dude. I mean, I like landing so much. So much of the time, I would just land and just leave the flaps in and power around to do it again. Just horsing it around full flaps. And then all the stuff we were doing in the wind, just like staying in full flaps all the time or a lot. Is I'd say, Eddie, what did it? You know what I mean? It's fine. I don't think it should have happened probably, but it's okay. Yeah, Dad got a new transmitter, got one of his old planes bound up and ready to rock. Yeah, dude, the 2mm hex driven screws on everything. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. On scale fidelity, for sure. Listen, in its day, and still good. I mean, the first full house jet I ever flew that was worth having flaps and retracts on was that F86. But it was that one and the Intruder were the Free Wing's first good EDFs, like 6S EDFs back in the day. So yeah, that thing's all right still. And back then it was the bee's knees when it came out, but it they make them a way more scale looking thing now. The paint on it's amazing. The air brake is killer. You don't get one on the other one. The landing gear is better. Um, yeah, it's. I don't know. Maybe the other. I don't know which one's faster. I tell you what, dude. Bobby's Cougar was the fastest thing at the show. But dude, the scale looks of that F80. The F86 still flew like a killer jet from the 50s or whatever. You know what I mean? It flew like it ought to. And the landings were a dream. Maiden flight, I was pulling that aero brake wheelie stuff. And I was only setting the timer 2 minutes 40 seconds. It's nice. It's real nice. Guys, I'm skipping way ahead on the you like the Stinger 90? I didn't. Not after I flew the Avanti. I didn't. Rage. The FMS F86 is literally my favorite plane I own. I just love that thing. Yeah, the landings, right? So good. cooked them doing full span ailerons. Yeah, I'm not that good. Flying a classic with a classic. Oh, neat. EC5 to XT90. What is it? An EDF or a plane? Rage. Seriously good. Those gear are sick. Use Affirm with your links? Yeah, I think you can. I don't think it matters at all. The only thing I didn't like about the Stinger 90 was, dude, it wagged its tail a lot, I thought. EDF, it'll, I can't fly snitches. It'll work, but it's not ideal. It's not ideal because what'll happen is one side is like almost loose or a little bit baggy, and then it makes it where it can get hot and more prone to melt. Rage, my air brake setup is just, I can tell you, dude, I didn't break them apart or anything. I'll tell you though what my flap settings are, because that's all it is. I didn't break them apart. They're tied into my flaps. Let's see. I'll tell you. I flew my NX10 and the NX7E all weekend. So I can't fly snitches. It's doable, but I would pay special attention to the heat of my connectors. And if you're flying somewhere that's hot already, I wouldn't do it. Prop plane, there's a little less draw and everything, so I don't think you're going to see the same kind of heat. But I've had XT90 to EC5 connectors where I didn't switch it over and I crossed them up, and it was fine till it wasn't, and then I melted everything. So there's that. F86. Oh, right on. Yeah, Rage. Mine are for neutral flaps and to relieve tension on the I might have did a little bit of tweaking with the clevises to get things right too. But my neutral flaps settings to get neutral flaps and air brakes without tension on servos was on my Spectrum a negative 91%. My half flap is just 0, and then my full flap is 33, and those things open up together, and it was perfect. I'm gonna find this F86 clip to show you the slow-mo. Just wait. But yeah, I didn't split it up. I didn't feel the need to. When I dumped half flaps or full flaps, the plane was rock solid. And I think those air brakes help because I remember flying the other one. I think those air brakes help. And I've learned a lot since that first one. So I guarantee you I was nose heavy on the first one. Too much. And this one I knew better. So, a lot of things helped. But yeah, that's trusty old NX10, y'all. Oh yeah, Shabo. Yeah, if I don't talk the whole time, we might open up some stuff. Fred, thank you very much. Thank you, man. I have the best viewers. I really do. Man, Facebook. I've been on that all weekend. How did I get by? It's worth getting adapters or changing out the connector. 100%, Fred. It is. Just cheap insurance, right? Like I've melted stuff and um, rage. 100% agree, dude. I was so glad to get that in the air, dude, and owned it. And that place, Muncie, was where I was when I filmed F-86 for Motion years ago. It was just a slightly different runway, but I did not have the same ownership over. I mean, I was working it out, but the planes were still flying me as much as I was flying them at that time. Jets were brand new to me. We had done some hand launch stuff before. That was brand new back then. But now, I mean, it's different. I had a lot better command of it. Yeah, dudes. Yeah, dude, it's great to fly with Bobby again. Bro, our first flight of the whole weekend was Viper 90s. We flew them together. But our first flights together in forever and first flights for the weekend, it was Viper 90. And we were formed up better on that flight on the Viper 90s than we were the rest of the weekend. Dude, that's what I mean. There's so many people doing reviews and stuff. Man, I've been a part of that. And uh, but I think the stuff that's coming at us a little bit different right now is so it's different and it's easier to watch, but it's different. And I think we need that, man. How many dudes you want to do the same review, man? Really? Because they're out there doing the same bloody review, fighting for the same bloody clicks, and that's getting old. I just want to make dope videos, whatever, man. You know, it obviously isn't going to be enough where this can be your what you do, because even the big guys are worried about it. Nowhere close to that. Little perspective. I just did a YouTube video of 3 Viper 90s flying together. So fun, nice. And if they're in the same frame, you win. If they're that close where they're in the same frame, when they pass you, you won. Oh. Super efficient, super good. Yeah, planes that have been around for a while being re-released and actually being like good out the gate is pretty nice. You know, that F-22 was always good, and then it's on its third iteration of motor or something. And whatever the hell's in that 80 Cougar, holy smokes, dude. That thing was ripping. Rip in. I'm so excited to see this Super Timber, you guys. But I need to heat up my coffee or something. And that's what I'm going to do. And then let's mess around with some of this footage a little bit. I'm going to see if I can't find you that the F-86 aero brake deal. It's hard, Shabo 857. I would love to try something like that. You know, if you're coming down to Muncie into June, you bring any surface stuff. I don't know, maybe, but I don't think I'm coming. There's a lot going on here, man. I'm probably RC Fest is next weekend, and I'm planning on going to that and maybe Axial Fest. We'll see what's going on about. What are you talking about? That the AMA's Fun Fly. The great thing about Neffy is how you get to actually fly a lot because there's not a ton of folks there. You're not going to see vendors and things like that. What's up, Reitza? Reitza cursed us with the rain. Dadu64 here in the chat. He was there ripping. He didn't care it was windy, dude. He was ripping his 1800 millimeter Ranger. Good plane. No, dude, Bobby was there. We were flying together. We got to hang out, man, the whole show, like the old days, grilling out, the whole deal. Who's going to make the first F-18 with full moving stabs? E-Flight had one, and Free Wings got one. I think they discontinued the E-Flight one potentially, but those both, the Free Wing and the E-Flight F-18, both have full flying stabs. You must have, Reitza. Tony Spears, what up, dude? Tony was there. June 28th through the 39th. Man, that's like 11 days. Powered up then, Shabo. It's bigger, though. It's bigger. It's got really nice landing gear that are scale-ish, but really functional. I've flown them all, dude. The FMS one. The FMS one is good, except for it's so small for the wiring and batteries and stuff, right? But it's a good one. And I think partly the fact that it doesn't have a full flying stab is why it flies so well. But dude, I felt like when I had the F-18, the Free Wing one, to me, it was the perfect mix between on feel and wing loading. It was a perfect mix between the F-22, which is amazingly light feeling, and the F4, which is a school bus full of lead, right? So the F-18 still carried some weight. It was a little chunkier girl than the F-22, but had some of the really cool, nice nose up character business that you enjoy from the F-22 and less of the bad habits from the F-4. Well, Eric, thanks for being the wrench police. I can give him a wrench when I get in the YouTube interface and not StreamYard where I'm at now. So I have to get on my phone and deviate tactics. Houston, we have a problem to get it done. Yeah, he moved back months ago. months ago, but we hadn't had an opportunity to, get together and do anything. But Dado can have a wrench. Yeah, they're $50. You guys remember, wrenches are $50. I will open that timber when I feel like it, right, sir? Watch this. It is a big box. I got it. Whatever, right, sir? Yeah, a huge box. Rich M. The Cougar has a 3658 2050 kV 12 blade in runner. Nice. Brian, come on. But I'll totally give that a wrench. Yeah, we'll get into this timber in a minute. Just let me run my show. You know what I mean? Get your credit cards ready. Yeah. They're shipping. The super timbers are shipping. Do they still have them? Use my links, dudes, please. If you're going to do it. You know what I mean? I like the way it looks, Snow River. It definitely scoots, bro. It scoots. Right, do the damn show. Dead Stick RC in the house. I was just getting ready to pull up the F86. Yo, if you didn't know, that's Bobby right there. One word, Dead Stick RC. Hook it up. He's doing a stream on Saturday nights. He's got killer videos. He isn't chilling. He's just chilling. Check him out. All right. So I am going to find the Aero Brake F86 wheelie real quick. All right. And I'm going to show y'all. What's up, Hubert? I got back a few hours ago, man. After you left, I went over to the hangar to look at some stuff. And then I came home, s'mores and chili dogs, stuff like that. So, yeah. Bro, Bobby, you left, but I flew my oh yeah, we were drifting a Viper 90. I have the killer. I have such good stuff from this weekend, but and none of it do I tell you what the KV is. I got to show you guys some of these. And thanks to Ethan and Jordan for hooking me up with a little bit of their footage. But I want to show y'all. Oh, yeah, it'll be after that. You only flew the F-86 like once, right? I hope it shows. I'm making sure this is it. Oh, dude. So sick. All right, I'm sending this to myself so I can show you guys. And you're going to have to just wait for the rest of it. But we got some good stuff, bro. We got some good stuff. What? Oh. I was like, who's trying to get a hold of me now? Shoo. What? The whole screen went away. Yeah, dude, it was like we never skipped a beat at all. What's going on with the stream? Crossing streams. Y'all stupid sometimes. All right, let me see about it. I hope it shows it slow-mo the way I filmed it.
I think so. That bitch.
It does. All right, bear with me on this because it's so sick, dude. You gotta wait for it, but it'll be coming out of about here. And it looks better when it's not like this. All right, you see him coming in over here. Watch this. Of course, no one filmed me when I did it all day on every plane, but that's okay. Check this out. Watch the nose. All right. Touchdown, nose up. Listen. Nose up, nose up, nose up, nose up, air brakes, flaps, power coming in. Nose doesn't move position, and it's up. Sick.
Did you get it? Even because
I haven't gone through any of these edits, so you never know about what might be said. So I gotta keep it. Y'all quit with that mess. Come on, dude. There's probably kids that watch this show, you guys. Come on. That save it for Dave. When two dogs love each other. Victor's uploading the Zeus Maiden. I guess. I'm not a party pooper. It's just like that shit gets old. So we're going to open up this plane, the Carbon Cub X Cub. You guys ready? I want to see this timber. So we're doing it. You guys ready? Dude, so many cool clips. And maybe next time some of you guys will go to the show. Open it up. Dude, I can't believe they got. Should have told me. Links in the description. Yeah. Do it. I almost got all the way unpacked too, Bobby. I just got one plane still in there. And since two of them came, I'm opening up the one I didn't buy. Because if it's used or something, like for demos or whatever, then that's fine. And somebody's going to get a new one. Pretty excited about it. Thank you, Fred. Yeah. Hook it up, Bobby. I'll be glad to. Here's the deal. The way me and him fly, like I'm just so thinking about different these days. Like I've done it the same way. Everyone else is doing it that way. Like let's do what we do, which is just completely own the stuff. Right? We'll talk about it, but nobody's doing two together like we could. It is so laid back, bro. They didn't even have a food truck. Bobby's all about this cup back here. Yeah. Bro. Dude, it's totally a new one. There's no way they could have got it back in the box this nice. This is totally a new one, y'all. Oh, I think. Yeah. It totally is. It has to be. It has to be. Nobody can pack them back up that nice. Two of everything from now on. You remember, Bobby, what I was saying? RC. That should be the new name of everything. All right, so here's the box. And this is what yours is going to look like after you click the link in the distro. So there's the, this looks awesome. Let's unpack it. So I may change the shot just a little bit so we can see better. I'm just going to do what? All right, let's bring it down a notch. we see a little more of what's up. That way, come into my personal space and just try to get a little bit wider on the shot. I want to leave you room to see as much as possible. All right, we're just going to start cutting stuff out. Then we're going to look at the book. And maybe put it together right now. There's the pump. It's packed in there. Awesome. It's a solid kit. You know what I mean? I could tell just picking up the box, like this was a yeah, it comes with a pump for the tires, bro. Right there. Yeah, there's no way this is like they packed it back up. There's no absolute way. Which I thought I'd have been cool with that. Tail wheel, sure. So it looks like you have to bolt the spinner and prop shaft on. No big deal. Gosh, I wish I had this all the. Yeah, bro. Bobby, we got so much we can get done. And between the two of us, planes I got, planes you have, I mean, send it, dude. Like, I'd be glad to let you film the stuff I got that you don't. You know? Dang it, no more coffee. All right, so let's see what else. There's a lot to this kit, y'all. This appears to be float stuff for if and when you do float stuff. Oh, it's also some landing gear bits, potentially. I see some springs here. The book will tell us, won't it? So pumped about this. Pumped. Get it? Pumped. Drifting with the Viper, bro. I got so much cool stuff. Footage. And you know, it could have been a ton more cooler. We just need to commit to like I'm telling you, somebody who's non-RC but like wants to make content. There's got to be. I want a college kid doing TCOM for, needs an intern or something. It'd be great if they did that at Stu, to be honest. But I can handle that. Is it bad that Bobby wants to see the wheels more than anything? No, it's not. I wanted to open this the minute I got home, stinkers, but I waited on y'all. This, holy, huge surfaces, y'all. I love how it looks, though. And the yellow, this light doesn't do it justice. Ball links. You can see the knockouts and the structure in there. Big control surfaces, y'all. This thing will do whatever you set it up to do. I'm sure Notre Dame has everything. Oh my goodness. Here's the wheels. What's up, Anthony? Nah. I don't usually coat my planes like a lot of guys want to spray them down and stuff. If I do a paint job on it, I'll coat it with satin. I don't like shiny necessarily. Oh my gosh. Holy smokes. Bobby, holy smokes. These wheels? Dude, they sent a pump. Yeah, I'll show it to you. It's in the bag. It comes with it. Sticking out. You got for the Rizla in here. They are not heavy at all, Bobby. You're going to die. Anybody rocking the Dubrow still? I know Eddie K can't wait to get these tires. He already ordered them up. These weigh nothing compared to other air-filled tires that I've been a part of. Oh my gosh. They roll amazing. And bro. These are sick. They will really light. Yeah. These are lighter than foam ones. They are not heavy at all. Beefcake hardware on this. Yo, man. Can you see it better when the light's off a little? Beefcake hardware. These tires are absolutely sick. The rest of the plane could be garbage, and these tires would make it. You know what else I really like too? That these are hex screws that hold this on, and it looks fantastic. Oh my gosh. This might be the only timber I need to keep around. I've had them all, and they're amazing and they serve their purpose. But personally, that one seems to have just a little bit more air in it than that one. Oh yeah, and it comes with a pump so I can fix it. It comes with the pump and the needle. Come on, bro. I am stoked on this. They will. Where's the fill vent? It's got to be in the instructions, but I'm imagining this little plug. Yep. See? Right there like a basketball. So no weird hardware required to do the, and then it's got a little tiny, how can you see this? Yeah, a little tiny stopper plug for it. But yeah, basketball needle. So no special weird hardware to get it done. You know what I mean? So good, dude. So yeah, it's on the tire. It's just like a basketball. Like no big deal. Easy peasy. Dang. The control rods are like super thick, y'all. Okay, hold on a minute now. Here's the slats. Is a gauge needed to make sure they're even? That's up to you. Just feel them, dude. Just make sure you wet the needle every time. That's what we do. Just put the needle in your mouth or something and go for it. Touch and go clinic, dude. And articulated suspension and nice tires. Get out of town, bro. I'm actually excited about these leading edge slats for once. And I used to not be excited about them because I never wanted to put them on a plane because once you put them on, you couldn't take them off. Best part about this new Super Timber, one of the best parts about it is look at the carbon fiber running through here. And then these click in. Unlike the old days where you had, and they look amazing, unlike the old days where you had to glue them in and decide to either have them or not, these click into their perspective location and can be removed. Slats. Yeah. And you don't have to commit to it. They click in and out. Dude. Super sick. Super duper. Exactly, Bobby. How many of y'all got one of these Timbers? Here's the book. I should get into the book right now So you guys can wait to see the plane. I'm getting there. I think everything about it they did really well. I knew I was gonna like this before I saw it, and what little bit I've seen, because I can't stand to check out too much when I just should have had it in the first place. I wanted it really bad. And that's why I have two, because I wasn't sure they were sending me one. So I bought one because I was not gonna miss this one. So if you know me and you've been around, that ought to tell you something. 4S or 6S, 1.7. That's a 67-inch wingspan on what is going to boil down to being very versatile as an airplane. It can be an aerobat because of these huge surfaces, or you can tone it down and have like a really capable stall hot rod of a machine. Pretty pumped. That's a lot of S. Yeah, 4S or 6S. Some coffee. I'll have to make another one if I want one. There's nothing else to drink here. So very appreciative to have this. Regardless if it's, I read directions, so apparently y'all don't have to. But yeah, I was saying earlier, I did get my hands on a B1 up in the air. I didn't want to take it off and land it because it was someone else's. It was Jordan's, and it was Crosswind City, and I'm like, dude, I'm not buying a B1 for someone else to replace it, because I didn't really want one of my own. I used to maybe kind of want one of my own, and then I changed my mind. Okay. We're getting into it now. I can't wait. I cannot stinking wait. Golly, it feels great. Like just solid, you know what I mean? Get these pieces out, then I can show them to you better. Holy moly, bros. I like yellow planes anyway. This is foam. This is the Super Timber from Horizon. Just got released. Got mechanical quick connect stuff going on. We'll check that out in a minute. Oh my gosh. This is nice. Bobby, you know how the foam was really dense on the RJ Gritter Decathlon? This feels like that. There's no struts or anything on this? It's just that solid. Huh? Yeah. I gotta find the spars. Oh gosh. The spars in it. Get out of here. Dude, this is, I'm not even, I wish they had me this before they announced it. This is legit. This is legit the best timber yet, without a doubt. No kidding at all. And it should be. You know what I mean? It's 400 in it. And y'all, just hold on a minute. I'm going to build it, but I can't get over it already. So landing gear, floats, plastic clad, and guys, the yellow is better than what you're seeing. I don't know why my camera can't get yellow right. This is plastic clad battery hatch and magnets. So there's plastic around this. See that? So you don't mar it up. And it's always something, boss. People want to see glass on the canopy. EC IC5, which is appropriate for 4 to 6S. It looks like a removable battery hatch in there, and the spar, for goodness sakes, crying out loud. It is glossy, yeah. This guy sounds like an influencer. Who said that? I'm just being real, dude. It's a nice thing. That's neat. Look at the battery tray. Yeah, I was. It's removable and maybe adjustable. It just came out. There's the battery tray. Lights. Man, everything is run really nice in there. And if you need to get at mechanicals, you can get in with this too. There's the receiver and the servos right there. Lights all over, glossy yellow. It looks like I might need to plug in a wire a little tiny bit better. That's easy. But what I'm trying to do, what part closer to the camera? Big spar, holy smokes. That's just sick. So here's all your, there's carbon fiber all up in it. Every little black stripe you see is the carbon fiber piece. Man, and it's up in the, how can you see the ceiling? See the ceiling, the top of the fuselage has carbon fiber in it. It's all over it. The plastic battery tray, all the wires are hidden underneath. Nice plastic cowling, plastic here. So you're not going to mar up your battery hatch. Big enough for your hands. Nice, cool plastic faired out wing connection point. Of course, your servos are going to connect into there. Wow. Motor mount is slick. The way that all seems to go. Nice. And then There's the front end. Of course, we got to put the motor on. Avian light something. I don't remember which amp it is. I love this. You're not going to mess up your foam here where the battery hatch, tongues into. Yeah, this has been thought out for sure. So yeah, all this plastic stuff kills me dead. Here, it looks fantastic. This is not just another timber, bro. They made it to be tough. And I think the timber has been so successful for them that this makes sense to do. All right, so that's that. This is going to be like for wiring or something. I'm certain for the floats potentially is what that would be. It's white foam, CVO Hobo. It's not white paint. I know that's a deal breaker for most folks. I don't know why. So check this out. The solid. I'll hold it closer, but I got to see it first so I know what I'm talking about, y'all. I like it. So the tail wheel assembly is beefcake. Check this out. Steering tiller, like stiff springs, real hard point, stiff, rigid, mechanically hinged elevator or rudder. Plastic fair to receive the horizontal. And can you dig the size of the control rod, guys? Absolutely beefcake. I'm impressed. I think it's amazing. I think that's great. And Bobby, like I said, the foam feels so like the RJ Gritter. Here's the other side. You get to just see the ball link clevis, and can you dig the rod, dude? Look at the beefcake on this threaded rod, dogs. It's serious. Exit air. This whole chunk is plastic. Whole big piece. So the landing gear go in there, and then there's the spring stuff going on. And then of course the floats would mount up here. All right, let's look at a wing. Big Jim, I mean, kinda. Seriously, for all you get on this, I'm not trying to listen. I'm just pumped about it. Y'all think whatever. This thing will sell itself, but I'm pretty excited about it. There is lights. I just noticed again right there. Dudes, come on. What time is it? Y'all, we putting this together or what? Tapered exhaust vents on the boom. on the boom. Well, mechanical on the rudder, mechanical on the horizontal, and I'm certain the wings are, but we'll see in a minute. On the boom. With these exit airs? Yeah. And this too. All right. So I didn't really even get a chance to look at the wing because I just got it out of the way. Please show the wing locks. Foam and mechanical hinges. Golly. I love the I love this plastic here. This is nice. This Beefcake hardware, guys, we have not seen. This is the kind of hardware you see on like Carbon Z stuff and like bigger items. There's a cool light lens. And you got to go to Cali tomorrow, Turkey. Here's the vortex generators, but if you remove these pop in as well. That's where you put your slats. Everything is mechanically hinged, but the foam is still there on the ailerons and flaps, but there's mechanical hinges and foam. Bro. All right, you want to see one of these out? Maybe. I don't really want to right now. Pull it out. I should just unclick it. I'm sure the book tells you how. Yep. So that's it. And there's a little bar in there where you're gonna click in your slats. So remember on the slats it had this kind of piece. Well, so do the vortex generators. And they click right back in. There's the connection point for the fuse. And then the quick connects. I don't even know how that works. Oh, sick. So, but wait, there's more. These right here, these slots, there's a pin in them. And when you move this to there, the pins that run through here get out of the way. So when you slide it in on these tabs, it'll fit in there. And then you just simply release that metal pin back and it holds it in. Oh. No wing struts. No, the spar is ridiculous. How quick and easy this is going to be at the field, y'all. So, okay, what the hell? Sitting down even, which is never how I'm gonna do stuff. This wing, I set this to its position for fitting on the plane. And so I'll simply I'll show you the other one. I'm going to simply just put this in there. Oh my gosh, how nice is that? And then I'll flip this upside down so you can see. It's mated, and now you move this up and over. It really spring loaded. It does it by itself. This is locked together. This wing is secure. It's done. Look at how it's in there, bro. It's in. It's in. So we'll do the other one too. What the heck? Oh my gosh, dude. I'm sorry. I want to look at the book because I want to do what they say first, kind of. But I'm so into how this looks. Yeah, watch. I'll do the other one. This is what's going on. So spars in all the way, so that'll help. That's what it is. I mean, it's all going to fit right there, and those things key into this. And I already know that this needs to be in slid over because this is retained. This is the wing on. The spring loading holds it here nice and tight. You have to give it some pressure and move it over there. It takes the bar out of the way of these, which receive those tabs, and these guide it in. Big plane, taking it to the field in your car, super easy, and watch how easy this fits in there. It's in. That's in. So then you just simply move the deal, and it's going to slide over when it's secure. So if I know this one's not quite in all the way because the bar isn't quite in all the way. That's all right. We'll take a peek and see what's happening. See what's happening. And maybe I don't have the spar in far enough. Probably is. Make sure you're in. I'm sitting here, the weirdest angle ever for this. This is the goofiest bloody angle. Floats from other timbers work. I'm having a little time with that. No big deal. Let's see. $1,700 millimeter. Yeah. It's just tight tolerance. Like literally a little tiny piece of foam in here, I think is like holding me up. Yeah. I'm getting there. Yeah. Just a little tiny clearance, man. Little piece of foam. Neat. Neat. Oh. Send it back. No way, man. Not a big deal. That was totally it, too. A little tiny piece of foam. Totally worth it. Not a big deal at all, and easier than the other thing. Get out the saw. Yo, let's get something that's better than that plastic stuff that was on the. I mean, at least that's metal and springs. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how long we've been at it. 2 hours. Holy smokes. Let's look at the book. Landing gear, never fear. Don't mind if I do. It's going to be easy to set up the radio. Let's do it. You want to? Let's do the landing gear. Should I take the wings off so it's easier to do, bro? Yeah. Let's see how easy it is to take the wings off for assembly. Guys, this feels amazing. Dudes, it looks great. Super timber, ain't no lie. Holy moly, Spicoli. All right, let's take the wings off and do the landing gear. Since the wings are so easy to do. And I don't want to bang them up because I have very little room to work. It's not that heavy. I mean, it's built, though. It's built. That's good. You don't want it to be fiddly. All right, so just move that little arm. No sweat. Move that one too. And get it out. There's one. Good to go. And there's two. That's simple. Who makes that stand? You can probably get them. I think if you go to my FMS link, pilotryanmedia.com, you ought to be able to find them there. Landing gear. Let's do it. Yeah, but we want to get them at FMS. A-main works too. All right. What screws they want? All right, so I put them in the deal. Secure each side of the landing gear in the bracket with two M2 by 12 machine screws and an M2 lock nut, and tighten with a 1.5 hex. Use a pair of small needle nose pliers to hold the nut in place. Okay. Let's do that then. I might have to find a 1.5 though. Dude, these are inflatable tires. These are the sickest tires I've seen on a foamy. And it comes with a pump. It comes with a pump, and it's like a basketball needle. It comes with it. So sick. Sick. Interesting. Okay, opening up some of the hardware here. Reebok makes those tires. Getting the springs out. Am I did I get everything out? Yep, there's the hex stuff. Oh, I see. These landing gear are going to be so worth it when they're done because they're going to be just so dialed in. I got to find a 1.5 though, y'all. All right, we're doing this. All my tools went to the show, so I was knowing where everything was, and now I don't. So for the first 4 screws that you're going to put on the landing gear, the way they tell you, is going to be these little machine screws with a 1.5 and a nylon locker. So that's cool. And then check out these big dogs for the gear. I mean, bro. Let me find a 1.5. I'll be right back. Let me go grab a 1.5 driver. Okay. We're just getting to the good part. What size of prop does it use? A big 3-blader. I'll tell you in a minute. Let's see. All right, so we're getting out the screws for the landing gear. Boss. Ah. All right, man. It's a 3-bladed plastic one. Thank you very little. So which way do they want you to put the nuts? On the inside? Okay. They say needle nose. So that's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. But it makes sense to get this lined up first, doesn't it? That's what they want. I mean, there's no other way for it to go. All right, so it's through. And is that captive? Certainly. No, kinda. We're getting up a little bit because this is, I mean, we're trying to build a plane here. Nice. Got it. Brian, you know it's true, dog. Let's go. So nylon locking nut, just make sure the threads get through the back side of the nut. You'll be fine. So, and then they want to go, they got the nuts on the inside, according to the pictures. So after this, I think probably everything else is very fastly achieved. Okay, so I got these nuts. And I got it to bite. And I'm seeing black threads come through the nylon locker. And this is in there like swimwear, dogs. Why is that light so stupid bad? I think it's the camera. Bobby's laptop camera kicks my camera's butt. Certainly those go forward, not back. That would be ridiculous. Yeah. Who does that? Backwards. I mean, kinda. I think this doesn't seem super familiar to me. Of course, it's been a minute since I've done the pits, but it doesn't seem super familiar to me. Maybe it is similar. Okay, let's get this. Easy. And once you get it started, you can lose the tools because there's kind of like a slot to capture the nut. This is probably something I would foam tack the nuts anyway, to be honest with you. I do have it. What's up, Micah? Working in the dark. Yeah, we're still here, man. 5 years, brother. 5 stinking years of just the stream. All right, thread through the backside. Now it's almost time for the springs. I'm super excited about the springs. All right, what do they say about that? So the springs, the long hook goes through right there. So sick looking. Long side right there. There's holes here we're going to screw into. My fingers won't fit in there. Your fingers that small to get in there? I just did it no problem with needle nose like they said in the book. There's lights right there too. All right, so then M3 12mm self-tappers with a washer. Assuming that's that. Yeah, that's got to be 12s. That's got to be 12s. And the washers. So this is cool. Are these 2mm? Yes. All right. So then it's the rest of the spring deal, and they show the open part of the hooks up at the front. Dang. These are killer. These are killer. Pretty much. I mean, much improved, though, I would say. Much improved. Much improved. It looks like you can get these started, actually. Let's see. They want the washer. Yeah. Ah, I had it except for this stupid washer. All right, that's fine. Sometimes you need magnets. There. In there. And we'll get this one going. All right, John. See you later. There we go. Shut up. So self tappers. So I just ratchet these down because I don't want to strip anything, and if you can get it hot, it'll do what you ask it to. Slowly, kind of ratchet it down. I'm not going to use the driver to drive the screw because I don't want to strip it out. All right, washer and self tapper done. Come on, come off of there. And this one, same deal. Oh, I still got a ways to go. Nice. All right, this is what I could not wait for. Oh, yeah. These are tough. You splay those all the way out, you've got issues. But it looks like it's built to take it. That is sick. Bro. Oh my gosh, dudes. I'm sorry, but just look how. Can you see it? I mean, just the squish on the tires is killer. right? But the so cool, bro. Oh my gosh. That's killer. Yeah. 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 Come on. Is one of my favorite things about the Carbon Z Cub is those articulated landing gear. Actually, the Timbers all have that, but it keeps getting better. The PA18 has that kind of gear too, and then I knew I loved that, and then I saw it on the Carbon Z Cub. I'm like, sick. I love the articulated landing gear because they make a plane amazing, even if it still has hard tires. So now we have articulated landing gear and proper tires. Hello. Um, Bungee covers. Yeah. Yeah, I'll mess with the pressure. We'll see what happens. I just want to make it I want to blow them up so much that they get bigger. That'd be great. So I can pop one. Big Jim says get yours now before they raise the price. Dude, what have I missed? All right, so that's I mean, gosh, what else is there? All right, we already did the wings, but I want to see this thing together, bro. I'll probably wait on the motor. So they show clicking in the tail next. I'll show you that. I'll do the tail. I'm going to get Loctite and stuff in here. If you fill them up all the way, they won't bounce as much. Right. Sheen, that is. Battery tray locking tab. So good. Get your timbers here. We'll figure out. This may be. I like this gear so much. It's like I'd rather put floats on something else. Goodness sakes. Tire pressure and diameter. They say set your desired tire diameter with tire pressure. Inflating the tires will increase the tire diameter, reducing pressure will reduce it. We recommend inflating the tires between 5 inches and 5 3/4 inches in diameter. Use lower tire pressure for rough surfaces and higher tire pressure for smooth. ESC reversing setup. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. All right, man. I'm going to put the tail on it. Let's go. I'll show you all this tail coming on. Spin balance those tires? Yeah, bro. No. All right. So, man, I mean, it's awesome. But it's a foamy. I'm not even gonna balance the prop, bro, because you know why? Because it's gonna be fine as it is. Better on a momentary switch like the bind button. I mean, whatever works for you. I've always had my reverse thrust on, not a momentary, and it's been okay. I can see a momentary to be fine though. Oh, I love how you can totally see if you're matched up or not. And this is a click together situation as well. And there's the ball link that will hook up later when I figure out where it goes. And there is, I thought, doesn't this, oh yeah, is that what it is? You push these little button thingies. Oh yeah, so that clicks in and that one clicks in. These two little things here, pretty slick. They click. You press them, and that'll release them. A little easier to work with than other things I've messed with lately. Oh, it's huge. Control surfaces on this. Yeah, I'm excited to see what it's like. Mine may be dialed down a lot. A lot. We'll see. We'll see. Set it and forget it. I bet it would look nice on here. So, man, here's the 3-blader. Right there, dogs. Where's my Loctite and stuff? Did I bring it? I don't want to bolt these on until I have something to glue it with. And there's already Loctite on them. Let's go then. Yeah, you guys want to plug it in and see the lights? Is that a 3mm dog? Or 2.5? Why stop now? Dang it, it's a 2.5. That's all right. I know where it is. All right, man. Let me go get the 2.5er. Yeah, they got Loctite on the bolts already. Let me grab a 2.5. Might as well. Let's do it. Okay. 269 for the Michigan. What's this following? This seems funny. Who's talking shit? That just seems funny to start a comment that way to me. I appreciate that. What's the context here? Somebody need kicked out? What the hell? All right. So is this a 2? Yep. I'm totally lost. But it's all good, I guess. It just that's like to me it's like it's following up something that I don't get. God damn it. I need it. No, it's loose. No weirs. It just seemed like what you would say when you're defending somebody. It's like, so well, who's talking trash? Because they can leave, I think. Okay, here we go. And make sure you absolutely torque the dog fiddlings out of it before you get the other 2 in. Right? It's okay, Tim. It's okay. It's just a funny way to start something off. It's kind of like when somebody says, like, I'm not here to take your job, and then you go on. They're probably there to do that. You know what I mean? It's just like when you preface something a certain kind of way. I just don't know. The thing on these is trying to hold the motor still. You might be able to actually hear it hold it from the. Yeah, you actually can get in here and hold it this way. It's hard to get real tight. I mean, I can, again, I'm holding the motor still the best I can. But that's the best I can. I want to see these lights, y'all. But it's cool. You can get in there from the back and hold the. Yeah, I hate sticking stuff through there because the windings, but I've done it before. Yeah. I'm not going to put the prop on right now, but I'll put the spinner on because it's here in my face. I mean, I'm not going to mess this up. You know what I mean? Two millimeter. Yeah. I ought to just put the damn thing on. And this nut's got a it's got the fair, like the washer already on it, like serrated. What the hell? Tight enough. I like it. That's a honker, dude. Yo, I mean, this thing is together. So let me see where they say to put the elevator on. I'm gonna put it together and then in the show. So let's see which one they say for the elevator real quick. Shall we? I think it's kind of weird that gas is so expensive. Okay, so locked, whatever. All right, let's see. Elevator. I may like this one with the slats on it. Loving an elevator. I'm anxious to see what kind of batteries guys are flying in it. Elevator. Well, yeah, duh. It's going on the ball link, so it doesn't matter what. Doesn't matter what I say. Then yikes, man. I'm having a hard time with you. Is it tomorrow yet? Yeah, it is. Ball link done. And that's ball link as well in there. I'll leave that lid off because we're fitting to bind this dude. Yeah, sick. Okay. I mean, honestly, we'll get these lights on in a minute and the wings. I'm gonna set throttle cut, so I just want to get after it right now. Where's the stuff, man? We'll nail her on one flap. Right on. Let's name this son again. Any suggestions, guys? Help me out. Any suggestions on a fast plane that loves the grass that doesn't have to be hand launch? Big ones, yeah. Big ones are good on the grass. The big 1.7 Mustang's fast and fun and huge. You know, P47s are going to do good on the grass, almost whatever size it is. Yeah, this one. Let's see. We're going to find a blank model. Yeah, this one on 6S will be sick. Model type. Reset it, man. I don't care. Model name. Yellow Timber 17. Yeah. Right now, this is called. How is this number 2? Bro, where am I even at? Fast prop plane. What batteries you wanting to use? Get a Husky or something. Or Timber. Why not? I'll put it way up here. Model name 66 Acro. So let's call it S. S Timber. I wish you could just say it like you can on your phone sometimes. S10 number 1.7. I remember what size it is. Timber 1.7. That'll tell me everything I need to know. It's the only timber that's that size. All right, aircraft type, one aileron, one flap. It's real easy to do what the book says. I'm going to set up throttle cut. On H, as I always do. What's it say in the book? Sometimes it says 130, dude. 100 is fine. All right. Let's put the wings on it and bind it. Want to? Yes, we do want to. All right. How easy is it at the field to put on? It's so easy that I can do it in the middle of a live stream. Sick. You can feel the deal. Click. Come on. So stinking nice. Awesome. There it is. Ha! I knew it. Okay. Battery, dudes. And bind. Is there any reversing involved? No. Push the button on the deal. Bind. Yeah, I know. That is very smooth running. Throttle cut is set now. Left aileron. Oh my gosh, they're huge. Up elevator. Right rudder, up elevator, left aileron. Flaps need to be set. Dudes, this looks amazing. We're going to set up the flaps because I can't stand to see them in this position. Guys, holy smokes. So, look at the lights. This bird's chunky. So you've got the nav lights and strobes, right? And then you've got the top of the fuse. You've got the tail. You can see at the top of the rudder there. Let's see. Bottom of the fuse is a blinker right up there. And of course, your other wing does the same thing. It's just one's red and one's green. And then what's really neat about this one is these two right here that I'm going to actually make less bright. And then these, like rock lights on the landing gear. What? That kills me dead right here. Yeah, there you go. That's it lit up, dudes. So bright. The future's so bright that I got to wear shades, man. Yo. I just want you to see the surfaces. Check this out. This is just 100% right now. I mean, this thing's going to do whatever you want, but man, little moves like this is going to be just fine too. You don't have to go nuts just because it's got it. So if you want to sport fly it and take it easy, give yourself some deflection, but feel free to use some expo. Counterbalance surface, you know what I mean? Let's see what the book says on throws. Yeah, the typical 100%, 70%. Let's go to flaps. Let's just set up flaps because I'm ready to. Yeah, this is the 3D Timber. I mean, this is a Timber X, basically, that's been made. That's the proportions of a Timber X, but it's been made super beefcake. So we're going to flap system. Flap system. Put it on the D switch, like I always do. D. Position, we'll just go linked, 2 seconds, like always. All right, 2 seconds. Position 0 is going to be minus 100% to get those flaps up to level. I haven't had a plane go full power on me that I can remember. It's probably happened. Once is all it takes. I've been pretty good about leaving props off and throttle cut and I always hold a radio like this. I can't just hold a radio if it's on and a plane is on without my thumb on it. If I'm not gonna be able to hold the radio, if like I'm gonna sit down, I check the throttle cut first before I do it. So I just always do this. So yeah, minus 100. That's not quite enough. I might need to mechanically zero those out, the flaps, a little bit. Not a big deal. So let's see, the middle position, they say 0. Is that right? That's 0 with a 5% down elevator compensation. And then full flaps, they say is 100%. Again, typical for these planes. And 100%, and then they're saying 9% down elevator. Watch the elevator. Can you see it? Probably not. Watch the elevator. It's going down. And that's flaps. Like I said, they need zeroed out a little bit. And then might as well set up the rates. So what are they saying? 10% expo at 100%, 5% expo at 70. Everything's the same, always is. I'll go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'll set up the dual rates right now. 100%. Anybody not know how to do this? So that's flaps. Rates and expo. Why not? I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I like to assign them all to the F switch, and I'll do triple rates usually, but I only ever use what they say. But I just like it on the F switch. So F. And I go down for more, which is numerically more as well. 30% expo. That's cool. That's a lot to me. I'm doing what the book says. So when I talk about it, it makes sense to people a little bit. And these guys are so spot on with this stuff, man. So my middle rate, I'll do 10% expo as well. And I'll split the 70, right? So 30, 15, 85. $85 for the mid rate, low rate. 70, like it says, 5% expo at that point. If it's me, I'm doing the same expo. I don't even care, but I like doing what the book says. For easy reference. Elevator, same way. I'm putting it on the F switch. I don't really ever have the desire to have my rates on different switches. Some people do. That's fine. 100% 10. 10 at the mid rate. We're going 85. 70, like it says, 5. And we're going to the rudder. Reverse thrust, I usually use this one. What is that one? E. But whatever makes sense. You know, when you're coming in, you're landing and everything. Whatever you can do to, I mean, this is your throttle and your rudder. So you're busy there. You're busy with pitch. You know, but I can at least flip it with this finger or whatever. Yeah, hopefully not the same switch as safe. All right, so we're doing rudder. And y'all probably can't see. I can't do both. Anyway, so I'm putting it on the F switch. F. High rate, 10%. Mid rate, still I'm going to go ahead and just do 10%. And then I'm going to do split the difference with the 85. Low rate. $75. And they're all done. So my rates are, I figure more elevator, more rate. So to me, just like the elevator would be, gets me more rate. So I go from 70 to 100, if you can even see this. Anyway, I just put rates in it. It's got rates. It's got rates in Expo. Buy the book. Which people ought to appreciate when it's $400 for one of these things and you want to know how it's going to do. All right, so I forget what it's called, but do these flaps have the ability to copy the ailerons? I have no idea. Full flaps, full aileron. What are you talking about? Rates and Expo's nice. I flew about everything I had. I flew at 100% rate without anything on it. The first couple of flights, and then I dialed it in, and then I did my Expo, and it was fine. I'm gonna totally do safe too. God, 3 hours, man. What a nut job. I'll do safe right now. Gyro settings, safe select. We gotta put it on a channel, dog. Safe select. Let's turn it on. Channel select. This one. B, which is aux 2. Yep. So already done. It's that simple. Flight mode 3, AS3X is on, safe is off. AS3X is on, safe is off. Flight mode 1, safe is on. So a good way to check that it's correcting in the right way is to put the safe on and watch it do its deflections. That's doing it right. So is that. So is that. Another way you can tell what safe is on when you're out at the field is like, all right, there's the deflection for the aileron right now. Look how it's more. So safe dials it back. So just like the rates do as well, right? So that's no safe. That's just high rate, low, mid, low, which is still a lot, y'all. I think I'm gonna fix the flaps and call it a day, y'all. I love this. I do. Stupid ass. I just like totally hit the flaps. This is why throttle cuts. You stupid table. Hate your guts. Sometimes. Get out of here. It doesn't even bother me, dude. It's not even bad. Dude, I'm not even gonna mess with them. They're not that bad. The airflow, straighten that out. That's it. Holy brightness. That's it, y'all. That is it. I'm gonna take the battery out. Digging it. I love how there's room. There's a lot of room to move it back. So if you go with a big battery, you've got tons of room to move it back, which is fantastic. Because you might need it. You might need it. This is a sturdy bird. It definitely is. I like it. There it is. Battery tray looks fine. You know, it's bendy rather than like super rigid. And then it's almost twice as long the area this goes in, so you can move it forward or back. No sweat. Super easy. And you got your pump to get it right. Yeah, that's it. That's the Timber X. Big Timber X, super timber. Yeah, Big Jim, long show, long day, long weekend. Up and at it tomorrow for the worky work. So thanks, guys. Be looking out. Had some really fun times this weekend. And there's some pretty cool footage. Is it covered in film on top of the foam, or is it painted, printed? It's decals. The yellow was paint, and then the rest of it's decals. Yeah. Roy, because it's an awesome plane. I like it for multitude of reasons, you know, and I can't wait to fly it. I mean, because that's truly, I love the innovation, but how's it fly is really what's up. You know what I mean? How's it fly? I might like the slats on this one. You know, I've flown all the timbers at this point, and I've always preferred the bigger wing timbers to the X models. Although the X model with the lights at night was amazing, right? So this thing being a bigger Timber X, I in a way have an idea how it's going to behave, but I'm totally willing to be surprised by it. And I love the way this looks, and I love the innovations because this is stuntier with the control surfaces and the proportions. I may dial the throws back and rock the slats, you know. And what's great about it is you don't have to commit like you did before, where you had to glue in that stuff before. If you don't like the slats, you just take them off. It's the best. These all pop right out the same way those slats would pop right in. So I think it's neat, and I'm pretty pumped about the. I definitely love the spring articulation, and I'm anxious to see what I think about these inflated tires. Super lightweight compared to most rubber tires that I've had any experience with in the past. So there's that. So if you get it, do me a favor, go through one of your favorite influencers, whoever that is. You know what I mean? Send a message. I can't wait to get it out. I was, you know, we went to the show and I had to watch the tracking on my phone show that it delivered it Saturday morning. We already been out of town since Thursday night. So yeah, I think it's $429. Isn't it? How much is this one, guys? $429? I think so, yeah. I had to have it. Slat on, slat off. The slatter. Appreciate you guys all. 3 hours, got 24 left. Give it a like on your way out. Things like that. Looks like I'm hanging out in a room from the 70s building stuff, and everything's like yellow. Yeah, the plug-in wings they have are fine. It's I want screws. That, or you got to do it slick like this. You know what I mean? Slick. Got to do it slick. Guys, it's a long one. All right. Holy smokes. It's almost like 1 o'clock here. All right, y'all. I'm rolling. Thanks for coming by. Super Timber is going to be fun. Check it out. It'd probably be a week before I can get a video done on it. And the other videos I need to do. We got some clips from the show, but we didn't have this with us. Yeah, the Cessna was a good time. It was. I wish it had screws for wing connections, but I'm just not going to take it apart. Yeah, but I like it, and I do like the landing gear on it and stuff. All right. See you later, guys. Thanks so much for coming by. We are out of here in 5, 4, 3. You later. You're too good to be forgotten. We will see you next time. Bye now. Super Timber, you're to blame. Boom.